Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now, I want to speak on the 5 different types of empaths, which I recently just came across this information. Because I mean, of course, psychic empath is a psychic empath, but specifically, some of us feel things in certain general areas more than the next, you know what I'm saying? In which that's what the 5 types break down into. Well, you got the physical empath, picks up on people physical ailments. You got emotional empath, feeling people emotions. You got an earth empath, which feels the emotions of earth, you know what I'm saying? Our mama matrix. The global empath is basically someone that feels the vibration of the collective consciousness, and a global empath. I get into when I break it down a little more, and you got an animal empath, basically feeling the vibrations of the animals. If you're unfamiliar with an empath, basically empaths were people who feel emotion. Matter of fact, most of the things I just said, but feeling like emotions, feeling people energies, thoughts, and that's everything. We feel the energy and thoughts and vibrations of everything around us very strongly. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as the person, place, or thing that's experiencing it itself. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody around us that's sad, we could feel just as sad as that person feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because we pick up on these energies. Matter of fact, an empath in a spiritual, scientific way of explaining it is we are people with a super, the implosion field or the torus field around, I say quote unquote, but the torus field or the imploded torus field, I should say, implosion meaning you got the explosion mean exploding outward, implosion mean exploding inward. If you look at a torus field, it's like it's imploded. You know what I'm saying, inward. But we have a big energy field around our heart, so big that it gets into the auras and energy fields of other people around us. So that's the basic science behind being an empath in general. But the different types, like physical empaths, basically you be in the general area, somebody leg hurting or their back hurting, and they don't have to be like, oh, my back hurting or my leg hurting. They just come around you, and then you like, oh, sharp pain in your knee or something, or like your shoulder start hurting, or you feeling a little pain in your liver, whatever the case may be. And matter of fact, alcoholic come around, you feel a little pain in the liver, like, whoa, where that came from? But you're more of a physical empath, in which, as I'm breaking these down, please realize that that as an empath, you could be. In general, we are all of them, but in some cases, some of us feel more in one of these general areas than the other areas. Because I'm basically an empath on a general area, feeling all of them. But if I had to say one I feel the most, it would be like the emotional empath. Like I feel people, you know, emotions in there. If they had like a thing for thought, I feel people. I hear what people thinking very strongly. That's my thing, which makes it very uncomfortable because people never want. I mean, me on my growth, and before I get deep into that, when you got something deep, deep in there, it's like you're not just openly telling everybody, oh yeah, I peed in the bed when I was 10, whatever the case may be. You're not openly. So I understand on a human egotistical level why you hide some of your deepest things, but in most cases, if we expressing ourselves, there's no reason to hide things. But I feel people hiding their thoughts and lying and stuff like that on a high level. That's my thing. But, like I say, feeling physical ailments, and then emotional, feeling people's emotions. You know what I'm saying? You wondering why you kind of angry all of a sudden. You wondering why you like feeling kind of like you want to cry or something. You know what I'm saying? That's because you're picking up on the energy fields of the people around you, basically. And that's where too, as an empath, you want to make sure you kind of, in essence, keep healthy boundaries and stay away from people. For like, give yourself some me time, or basically give yourself some time to be by yourself, to chill with your your inner source, your inner being, so you could know and feel, your true emotions and vibrations. So when you go around, because that's another thing too with being an emotional empath. When you pick up on these energies, even though you know you're an empath, and say for instance, as we're on our growth, some cases it'll feel like it, it's so into your energetic field that it feels like it's your own thoughts and emotions. So you have to be careful with that. Because early on my growth, that's what I was experiencing. I'm like, oh, damn, and I would be getting vibrations of doubt, knowing that I had reached that confident and self-esteem level of getting rid of my ego. That never, even came into my experience after I started growing spiritually. But I started realizing that I'm picking up on outside vibrations. So just make sure, you get your little downtime, meditate, you know what I'm saying, get your vibration right. So, and start paying attention to your vibration as you go around certain people, and you'll be able to tell what's really going on. You have earth empaths. You feel the vibration of Mama Earth. You know what I'm saying? You feeling Mama Earth hurting because of these aluminum plants that's being built, putting holes. I'm sorry, putting holes in the auric field of Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? You feel all this pollution that's damaging. These chemtrails, all these things that's polluting Earth, all this oil and pulling all this all out of Mama Earth, all this basically all these harmful things happen to Earth. You feel it just as much as Earth is feeling it. And this would be the empaths that really, really like to be in nature a lot. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, a Earth empath, it kind of fall into the animal plant out, because I want to say you could also feel plants, because plants is a part of Mama Earth too, so you could you know basically talk to the plants too, but that could kind of fall in the animal aspect also in essence. But I say it could fall in the earth aspect also, because the plants come from Mount Earth, but you could feel that vibration very strong, feel those thoughts. Matter of fact, plants are living things. They could talk and conversate also, you know what I'm saying? No matter how crazy you think it is. A part of a human being's ignorance is thinking that it's too smart and smarter than everything, and that everything else doesn't have a intelligence, on a higher level. And that's where the ignorance come in, and where the mankind got it wrong, But also, you got global empaths. Global empaths are basically people who pick up on the collective consciousness very strongly. When things like Katrina, like a hurricane hit, you know what I'm saying, and they could feel the vibration of all those people who was harmed during Katrina. They feel that uh, any type of big event or something that causes a big emotional uproar, the global empaths could feel that, very strongly. So they feel the energy of the collective consciousness very strongly. Then you have animal empaths. Animal empaths, of course, pick up on the vibrations of animals. As a matter of fact, I don't know, where you got humans in their animal nature, I don't know, you could cap humans into that also. But what I'm saying, dealing with so dogs, squirrels, what I'm saying, life forms other than humans. You pick up on their thought forms, I should say thoughts and emotions, their vibration pretty strongly. Just how, and vice versa, how a dog pick up on your emotion. Like a dog is a vibrational psychic empath in essence, because without you even saying nothing or showing physical, moving physically or anything, a dog could feel where your heart at. You know what I'm saying? Whether you scared, whether you got courage, whatever the case may be. But animal empath basically, feel the vibrations of animals very strongly. Matter of fact, most animal empaths would be veterinarians or people who like saving animals, things of this nature. Matter of fact, that's another thing where you could tell, what empath or what type of psychic empath you fall into as far as a category, because of like what you really deal with. You know what I'm saying? If you really like animals and helping animals, then you're probably more of an animal empath, animal psychic empath. If you like dealing with earth, you know what I'm saying, and fixing things on earth, doing the picking up litter, things of this nature, and you'd be more of a earth empath, helping people, deal with their problems, things of this nature, you'd be more of an emotional empath. Or matter of fact, you want to help people, physically, you probably do Reiki work, so physical empaths, you want to deal with Reiki work or something to help heal people. So in essence, you know, being a certain category of a psychic empath make you want to pursue certain fields, you know what I'm saying, based on how strong you feel the energies, you know. But that's basically the five types, and like I say, you know, in essence, you could feel the energy of all these things, from the animals to the global collective consciousness to the vibration of Earth to the emotions of people to the physical, uh, ailments of people. You know, as empaths, we could feel all these things, but in some cases, most of us feel, certain categories stronger than others, But an empath in general is an empath, basically, that feels the energies, very strong outside our body. Matter of fact, in essence, that's why we like lie detectors. I tell anybody, man, when I speak to people, I'm like, bro, just keep it real. Like, I don't care. I always try to let people know, like, hey, like, I don't care if you say, like, if, just for example, like, if you a male and you happen to be secretly homosexual and do crazy stuff, like you like eating concrete, plus you just find out you're homosexual, like the craziest thing you could think of, you could tell it to me. I'm not, like, my ego does not exist, and not, you could talk to me about anything. That's why I try to tell people, because any little misleading vibration or lying vibration, that's why we kind of stick to ourselves and stuff too, because we don't like dealing with people, misleading vibrations and lying vibrations, over exaggerating vibrations, and that's why I always tell people, like, look, because, whether you like to believe it or not, before we have this conversation or while we're having this conversation, I'm going to pick up on, what you're exaggerating about, what you're being misleading about, what you're lying about. I'm going to pick up on this. And that's only going to harm my relationship, because I just explain, like, hey, you could be truthful, and, which I understand that, like I say, humans, on our growth, because I've been there at one point where you like, just like, nah, you don't want to share that much. But when somebody is being open, like, hey, you could share things, and when you could feel the vibration of a person being spiritual and you still want to exaggerate, lie, that just really, it really harms the relationship with empaths. So matter of fact, to people who not empaths, and are friends with empaths or no psychic empaths, keep it infinity with them, not 100. Keep it infinity with the empaths. You know what I'm saying? Because we basically like lie detectors. That's why we kind of turn off. If you ever see us turn off in like group conversations or things of this nature, that's why. It's because a lot of lying and misleading, exaggerating, and egotistical, lower vibration bullcorn going on, and we just remove ourselves. Because that's the thing too. We empathetic, and as an empathetic person also, I'm not going to ask you to change the conversation just for me. I'm gonna just remove myself or not participate. But in most cases, I'd rather just remove myself. Matter of fact, I envision my aura tightening up closer to my body and being protected and keeping out all that, outside stuff. But like I always tell people, and that's just in general, I always been like that. I feel your vibration. Like, you could come around me, matter of fact, and that's another thing that'd be uncommon. When people come around, you could tell when somebody got a catch to something. It's like they not coming with what they really want to ask. They coming like sideways. Like, so say for instance, if somebody want to smoke with you, for instance, like somebody want to smoke some herb with you, or say they want to smoke because they don't have nothing. They're like, oh man, how you doing, bro? How was your day? And it's like, as an empath, I feel that, man. Just tell me you want to smoke. Just get straight to the point, because I feel that misleading vibration. I feel that you're hiding some type of truth, or you exaggerating some type of truth when you come like, oh yeah, man. It's like, come on, let's keep it real. What you got? That's always like, like when a fiend come up to me with trying to ask for some money, but they come to them stores, like, what you got, my brother? Like, what's up? Get to the point. Cause that's only as an empath and somebody too, as a practical, person stemming from my Capricorn vibration, where it's like, be practical, be practical. Let's not waste both of our times. I I don't, tell me what you gotta tell me, so we could keep it moving, so we could handle it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's the thing. I tell people, like, my mouth will tell you anything. I feel vibrations, so no matter what you say, you could tell me, Corey, I love you. I love everything you do. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But it's about the vibration. I feel that's, I feel your emotions. I feel the vibrations, and that's the truest of the true essence of what's going on. But again, and two, I want to add this to the video also. As empaths, I ain't gonna say we gotta stop viewing, but you know how a lot of videos do portray us as helpless, powerless beings, or we just always have to succumb to the energies around us. And which in essence, it can become, very overwhelming, especially, if the majority of the energy is around you, you know what I'm saying? The majority kind of overpowers the minority in the essence of this context. But we gotta stop deeming ourselves in that helpless light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start using your psychic empath abilities to, say, for instance, peep game and keep yourself away from certain situations. Start. I put in my other videos about empathy, about being a psychic empath, about strengthening that throat chakra, so you could speak up and make sure you're applying those healthy boundaries, letting people know like, hey, you could I don't do this, or you could stop, be as truthful as you want to. Let people know, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to be helpless or powerless in the situation. I even heard about a situation as a psychic empath where we got the ability to, you know, use our telepathy on a higher level, like almost like how our plasma field implodes and other people feel. And this part right here, and I came across somebody actually talking about it, and at first it's like it sounds like, wait, hold on, aren't you intruding on the person's free will? But in essence, we do that naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's just an impact. Our plasma field is imploding in yours, and we picking up on your deepest stuff. So, in essence, you start using that to our advantage as a empath. And if we're around somebody, visualize yourself sending some energy to that person to let them know, hey, calm this whatever energy that's disturbing, calm that down, or implement a telepathic thought to that person to maybe consider to be empathetic about you know about your vibration. You know what I'm saying? But basically, use your ability to your advantage. So if we know that our heart field is big and basically is going into other people's plasma field. So send that little energy and those little telepathic messages out there while your energy is in their field. Speak and communicate with that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily hopping in that person's body and trying to take over them. No, of course not. But you know what I'm saying? Because, and that's the thing. Like I say, our fields are intruding their fields, you know what I'm saying? If you want to, for lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? It's not really intruding, but it's in their fields regardless. So, whether we try to do it manually or not, you know what I'm saying? It already is being done. So use it to your advantage. Implement a certain telepathic message, to the people around you, or to that person around you, to be empathetic towards your psychic empathy, abilities, or gifts, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta, get out of that. Oh, I'm an empath, and I gotta hide. Nah, we gotta go out into this world. You know what I'm saying? We can't hide from everything everywhere. Like I say, I don't use the word. I don't like to use the word can't, but it's very difficult to hide. Not unless you're choosing to be a yogi or a monk that's gonna meditate, and go live that type of life. And yeah, you can get away from it in essence. But for the most part, for us out here that's experiencing, interacting, we just gotta learn how to build on our spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a gift. We gotta stop seeing it as some type of burden. Like, I hear everybody's thoughts and I feel everybody's feelings. What I'm gonna do? Like, you gotta get out of that helpless mode and start, seeing it as a strength and using it as a strength. But again, that's it. And matter of fact, I saw also that New Might was a good crystal for empath. So if you are empath, matter of fact, I got a piece of Numite. Numite also deals with magic, but Numite has a grounding energy, so it helps you to stay centered. Because matter of fact, as empaths, when our energy is not centered, then it really allows for our energy to be out there too. So not only, we feeling what other people feeling, but our energy is, uh, over excessively being poured out, and people putting vibrational vampires hooking on to that energy, all kind of stuff, and we getting drained. So that new might will help center that energy, what I'm saying, and be protective in, what I'm saying, protecting those chakras and that aura from, what I'm saying, from picking up on too much of other people's emotions, thoughts, and feelings. But it definitely centers your energy. So Numite would be a good stone for empath. But that's basically it. And again, the 5 different types of empaths: animal empath, global empath, earth empath, emotional empath, and physical empath. You know, 5 different types, and you could be either, we all kind of all of them mixed into one, but in some cases, most of us, have a stronger ability of feeling in one certain area than the others. So, but that is it. And peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. The rate at which we're vibing. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right?